Journaling. Why journaling is good for you. Don't know about you, but when I tried journaling at first, it was like a squirrel trying to collect nuts in the fall. Man, it was all over the place. It was like, how do I corral these chickens of thoughts in my head that were just taking off and going all over the place? I realized that I had to find a better way. The best thing I found about journaling was to just start. Just start. And it doesn't make a difference that you write down things that what to you seem irrelevant. The best thing to do is just to write out your thoughts. My phone's going off. Take a pen to paper. I find is the best way to take and like lay your thoughts out. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. At first, when I started journaling, it was this what I really like, am I an imposter? Like, who the heck is this person writing this stuff out? But what I would start to do is at the end, I would take a ruler with my pen and I would underline the salient points. Now, if you find that our world is too fast paced. I mean, everybody's, oh my God, the world is so fast paced. It's like, this is insane. How are, we supposed to get on in the world and make a living and have friends? And, it's like, especially with the majority of people I find are so absolutely scattered. And sometimes I'm scattered too. But you know what? I don't sit and dwell on it. I just continue on my journey. And one of the things is I've come to find is the world in its natural state is just right. It's just perfect the way it is. And one of the things that I discovered, and I've done this on many occasions, and that is taken breaks, taken holidays. My family or family member or friend will ask me, you know, did you see the news about this or did you see this happened on, and I go, actually, no, I've taken a break from social media. I've taken I remember a number of times where I just made a commitment to myself and my mental well-being and my mental health to take a week, 3 week. There's twice now that I've taken a 3 month break where I just went, I'm done. It's like the old saying from when I was a kid that negativity sells news. Well, and that's exactly what social media is. As a matter of fact, I saw Elon Musk post on X the end of last week. Can people please start posting things that are a little bit more positive? Now, getting back to the the subject matter, which is about journaling. When you find yourself scrolling on your phone, and this is really, really, really relevant, and I like to use the expression, comes from the old submariner days, ping your brain when where's my phone? When I'm scrolling, scrolling on my phone, I'll ping my brain and go, take a breath, ping your brain, go, why am I scrolling on social media so much? And I'll take and turn my phone or close my phone out, and I will, because I'm semi-retired, I'll pick up my pen and I'll open my journal and I will take and start writing things out. I will start writing my thoughts down. I will take a breath. I will breathe. Just breathe in, breathe out. Take like 2 or 3 minutes to take and calm myself down, because what social media is designed to do, just like the newspapers back in my day, and the the the, the news media in general, is to elicit a response, and the response is not positive. The response is to get you to be reactionary, to not be responsive. It's when we think about what are your best interactions with people. Your best interactions with people are where you will emotionally in a conversation step back a little bit, like popping a candy in your mouth. What's that flavor? What did she say or he say? and where you give yourself a moment to reflect on, you know, what that person said and what your thought is to it in a rational or a rational manner so that you can formulate a response and have a conversation. What I find in the journaling process is when you take the time, and don't do it on your computer, do it with a pen to paper, because it's been written quite often over the years about when you do something that is mechanical, when you do something that isn't in a what am I trying to say, in a digital way, you actually write things out. There's a visceral response that comes from your your emotional state that flows down from your brain, down your arm, to your fingers, to the pen, and comes out in the form of what you really feel. And if you want to type, I'm not against that. Go ahead, do whatever floats your boat. Get your oars, paddling your canoe in the water. But and if this rings true, any of this rings true, tap the like button if you would please. So the process of journaling, through the process of journaling, you get access to who you really are, and thus open yourself up to what has been stopping you. More importantly, creating the freedom for yourself in those areas that light you up, and ignite that fire in you, to live the life of your dreams. Then over the days, weeks, months, and years that you journal, you'll become adept at accessing that part of yourself that allows your creativity to come out, um, followed by the true expression of who you are as a human being. And 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 that ultimately is why we're here. We are here to discover who we really are. And I mean, a little story, I remember when I first started journaling, it was, about the same time that I was trying to learn how to meditate. And somebody said, well, oh, you learn how to meditate by, you sit in front of a candle and you stare into its flame and you breathe and I tried that and I was just like, this is freaking BS. It's like when I was first reading about how to journal, similar process, just write your thoughts down. Well, I mean, I was frankly scared. The thoughts that were coming out, and they weren't like vulgar or rude but it gave me insight into how I had been trained by the school system, the media, the teachers, the just people in general, because they had been trained. And so when I started to actually journal and really got clear on just writing, I stopped making myself wrong and bad because of what was coming out, how disorganized my thoughts were, how I don't know what to say here, how I had made myself wrong in bed for the way I thought of, you know, my life. I mean, I was a young guy when I first started, but, how I had taken and drank the Kool-Aid of the people that did not, did not have my best interests at heart, but it was because they didn't even have their own best interests at heart because of the way they had drank the Kool-Aid. And anyways, I'm kind of going off on a tangent there. Take the time, get yourself a doesn't have to be like this. It can be a hardbound, it can be smaller, it can be this size, but take and get yourself something going into 2025 and start to write your thoughts down. When you start to write your thoughts down, the true expression of who you are as a human being will start to come out. And that true expression of you as a human being will be what lights that fire in you, ignites your passion for whatever it is. For instance, that maybe you want to sail, maybe you want to write, maybe you want to write a book, maybe you want to allow that person in you to come out to be fully expressed. Do it. Do it. So I'm wishing all of you the very best for 2025. And look for my videos coming up. I'm going to be putting out one a week. I think we need to support each other, all of us, in this coming year, because I think there's a lot of trepidation, there's a lot of fear mongering going on, and it behooves us to support each other in a manner that heretofore we have, especially over the last 4 years, been indoctrinated into accepting that we should be fearful of other people. And that's not the case. We need to support each other, love each other. And with that, I will say, please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful 2025 and Happy New Year to you all. Take care.